aresto. Maaari po bang panagutin si Torre sa kanyang ginawa? Maaari po ba siyang makulong dito?
Oo, definitely. Kasi nga po, dapat kung ikaw ang mag-enforce, no? Wala pa kang formal written request. Walang written request, ha? Hanggang ngayon, walang written request. Wala ring formal red notice talaga. No? Dapat, kung ikaw ang inatasan na mag-implement, alamin mo yung mga rules of procedure kasi hindi ito Philippine Rules of Procedure. ICC Rules of Procedure nito. Kailangan nga dapat na alam niya yung Article 59, no? Kailangan alam niya yung Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 8, Article 9, which requires that the accused should be brought to the nearest competent judicial authority. Dapat alam niya yung Article 9 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights na dapat mapunta kaagad sa korte para makapag-assert sa kanyang rights yung dinakip, no? At saka kailangan na dapat sana na alam niya na bago niya i-implement yung warrant, hindi yan Bible na kailangan mo i-implement kaagad. Kailangan mo muna yan ipa-confirm sa korte dito sa atin under Rule 39, Section 48 of the Rules of Court. Kaya nga yung mga annulment na yan, yung mga divorce na yan, no? Court order yan, let us say, doon sa Japan. Court order galing doon sa Netherlands or sa any court allowing divorce. Hindi man yan effectively bigyan ng legal effect dito sa Pilipinas. Mag-file ka pa ng petition doon sa RTC, ipa-confirm mo muna yan, at sa kung na-confirm na yan, no, na pag-aralan ng korte, nabigyan ng due process, no? So, bago yan, i-implement dito sa Pilipinas. Si General Torres, sinortcut lahat Parang ginawang Bible yung natanggap niya na information and implemented it right away. Pati yung Miranda rights, mali din yun. Kulang yung mga recitations niya because he is not only enforcing a local warrant, no? He is allegedly enforcing an international warrant which followed international law.
Attorney, eto lang, nabanggit niyo po yung Article 59. Meron po ako napakinggan kanina, isang dean pa nga yun, di ko na lang papangalanan. Sabi niya hindi na daw applicable yung Article 59 since we are no longer part of the ICC. Kaya lang, tulad din nga po nung sinabi ko, yung pong, di ba dapat po yung Article 7 hindi na rin na-apply. Ano ba ang masasabi niyo sa mga taong, mga abogado na nagsasabing hindi applicable yung Article 59?
No, I still respect their opinion. Kaibigan ko yan, kasama ko yung dean, no? Ganito lang po, para maintindihan ng mga tao. Meron sila daw arrest warrant pursuant to the Rome Statute under the, batas ng Rome Statute. Kung mag-avail ka ng rights ngayon ng pursuant to the Rome Statute, hindi na applicable? Kapalpalan naman yan. At saka, ganito po, ipabasa lang sa kanila ulit yung Section 2 ng Article 59. Kasi doon sa Article 59 Section 2, ang custodial state has the obligation to bring the accused to the competent judicial authority. I-remind lang natin sa kanila, ano bang definition ng custodial state? No? Pursuant to ICRC-ICC Section 1 thereof, it states, no, ICRC-ICC Agreement, Section 1, defines what is a custodial state, and it has been defined as a state in which a person under a warrant of arrest issued by the International Criminal Court is detained while awaiting transfer to the seat of the ICC. In effect, it is a country that has actual physical custody over an arrested person pursuant to an ICC warrant, regardless of whether or not it is a state party or not. So, regardless on whether or not we are a state party, you are obligated to bring him to the competent judicial authority. Kaya nga, yung form nga nila, may form na pinapa-fill up. Nakalagay nga doon na anong tawag dito, na whether he was delivered to a competent judicial authority. Alam mo ba anong nakalagay doon? I do not know. Ang nakalagay doon sa taga-ICC na nag-fill up noon. So it shows that it is really a legal requirement whether he was arrested in a state party or not. Anong proof ko? Bemba ruling. Bemba ruling, that is also a court decision by the ICC, no? Congolisia, okay? Tapos, nadakip siya sa Belgium, Brussels, Belgium. Anong ginawa ni Bemba? Alam mo, dinala siya kagad, nag-file siya ng petition doon sa, sa Brussels Court of Appeals, okay? So, even if the Brussels Court of Appeals, your rights were respected anyway, the warrant really appertains to you, but the fact remains that Bemba was given the right to go to the Brussels Court of Appeals, even if he was not a citizen of Brussels, and regardless as to whether or not Belgium was a state party or not. Now, isa pang has there been an instance where there is an ICC warrant, yet a local court disregarded the ICC warrant? Meron. El Masri case, no? There is a case in Rome, Italy, where El Masri, no, went to a local court in Madrid, in Italy, no, in Rome, no? And what did the Rome court decide? It decided na the rights of the accused were not respected, and we decided instead of surrendering him to you, we will deport him. Anong ibig sabihin nun? ang ibig sabihin nun that there is that rule, due process. Matagal na masyado yan na, what you call this, na concept. It started even with the Greeks and the Romans, di ba? The Themistocles, the immortal cry of Themistocles to Alcibiades, strike, but hear me first. No? So, pwede ka mag-strike, pero kailangan pakinggan mo ako. So, kailangan sana, dinala yun siya sa nearest court. Hindi dinala. So, there was a clear violation of the human rights of President Rodrigo Duterte, and there may be, no, mahirap lang talaga mag-comment kasi hindi ako official counsel pa sa ICC, no, and I respect the yung lawyer po natin doon, no? Pero pwedeng sabihin na this can probably be used there.
Attorney, kaya lang meron ho doon sa unang hearing, di ba po, nagkomento po si Ihes, nagkomento po siya at sinabi niyang it was an abduction or kidnapping. Pero parang hindi ho ata siya pinansin nung judge ng ICC. Napanood niyo po yun, sir?
Ganito kasi, meron kasing time nun. It can be raised during the confirmation proceedings. Okay?
So hindi pa tayo
sa
ito?
initial appearance. Oo.
Okay.
Pero may basis din actually si si ES doon. Kasi if you will read the ruling in Prosecutor versus Dragan Nikolic, this is an ICTY case. There was an implication there that you should raise it at the very first instance. So, kung basihan mo yung Dragan Nikolic case in the ICTY, kailangan kung yung acquisition over the jurisdiction of your person is defective, you should raise it in the first instance. Kaya siguro, geniusly, ginawa yun ni Executive Secretary Medialdea para during the confirmation hearing, which is supposedly the time by which you have to raise those matters, no? He can, ako nun, genius yun na move. And kung ako yun, palabian pa to na ako. Kung sa panasa Bisaya yan. I would have cited Prosecutor versus Dragan Nikolic. I would have cited also the South African case, no, where if there is defect in the process, no, in the arrest, kung kinidnap ka, kung may extraordinary rendition na nangyari, dapat i-raise mo yan at the very first instance.